The 2017 USATF Junior Olympic Cross Country Championships continue from Tallahassee, Florida. The temperature's actually dropped a bit, 41 degrees now. But again, no wet and very little wind. And the wind that is and will be later today is a tailwind, both at the start and the finish. Let's take a look at the boys 8 and under field. The great 1-2 battle last year between Bradley Quezada and Max Zavaleta will move into the 9 and 10-year-olds. They went first and second last year. Quezada winning in 7:37.9. They will match up again 2 races from now, the 9 and 10-year-olds. The top returnee has gotten off to a great start this year. It's Willem Wickstrom, 8-year-old out of New York City, ran a 7:08 at the Region 1 Championship. That was in Smithfield, Rhode Island on November 19th. He's wearing number 29, and he's definitely going to be our top individual. Los Angeles clubs will play a big role. The battle last year between Pacific Coast Shockwave and Valley United, 1 point separating the two clubs. And the decisive finisher was Alberto Benavides, who finished 55th overall, 18th of a score. And here we go with the 8 and under boys race. We're getting the final advisory here at the start line. Here's a look across the field. That's looking to the north. And the final instructions. And you know, what's it like trying to get, what, a couple hundred 7 and 8-year-old boys to do the same thing at the same time? You need moms and dads there at the start line to make this thing go off.
Watch your toes, gentlemen. Watch your toes. You got to get out there.
So there's your final advisories.
Bro, it's like the same playlist.
And waiting for the gun. 255 entered. We can tell you from the last race, we had 218 girls, 198 finishers. 255 boys at the line. 7 and 8-year-olds ready to go, 2 kilometers.
Go back to the line, guys.
That's why they tell you to get behind the line.
Move on the gun only.
We'll try it again. Now we're away clean. See our starter hustling to get out of the way. And we're moving for 2 kilometers. At Appalachia Regional Park. And now we say this, and now there's going to be a recall. And they have to get the attention of all these young guys, and we'll get them back to the start. Now, we were looking from the end. It appeared just for a blink there might have been a big surge in the middle. But in any case, we'll send them back and line them up and do it again. So we get them all back behind the line, straighten them up, get it started again.
Perry Jenkins. Sensor. You recalled it, right? Sensor.
So we'll get everybody back at the start line and get ready to go again with this group, the 7 and 8-year-old boys.
Just 2.
Make sure.
Yeah.
Timing, are you ready to go?
So we'll get the clocks all reset. Looks like all our athletes are behind the line.
Guys, behind the white line.
And if they're not, they're going to get told to.
All right, guys, listen up. If you hear more than 1 gunshot, stop running. Everybody look down at your toes. Make sure you are behind the white line. Behind the white
instructions.
Line. Move on the gun only.
And we'll get another look here at the start. Looks like everybody in position. And once once again, will be under starters' orders.
All right, guys, listen up. Gun only.
And that looked pretty good. And we're underway again. The big charge. And again, a lot of room to bring it together. So you see our lead camera, which is not quite in the dead center, and you see the athletes kind of shading over to the right as the field narrows. And there in the blue is Wickstrom, already surging up into that lead group. He's running just left of center there in the blue with the white stripe. And then to the right we have our leader. There you get a look at Wickstrom. 29 is his number. And this is a very large group. Again, 2 kilometers. So we're headed down the long straightaway. They get to run on the grass, most of which is in good condition. And then they'll make the bend just before the half-mile mark. So we've got a group of 6, maybe 7 out there right now. First poor surface. See if we can zero in on those 2 or 3 leaders. Again, that's Wickstrom running wide to the left. We know who he is. Again, went an 8:18 last year. He's run a 7:08 this year. And he is very comfortable looking stride, moving up into the 4th position. And here's the finish line. So you can see the distance they run from the start. And then that would be the chute. There's the first crossing, and of course it's a very easy course for spectators to get more than one look. Looks like we have a Mount Pleasant runner in the lead, Gabriel Heislop. And running along with him, we have a tremendous amount of numbers we're going through here to find leaders, so please excuse us if we're not up to the second with this. That's Austin Carlisle in the 2nd position, and then Wickstrom.
And then when you're not hot, give him a big beauty shot. Yeah. Headed that way. Right. So you can dump to it if it needs to. You got it. Good otherwise? Yeah.
So Heislop and Carlisle. Carlisle from Northside Saints. And there's Wickstrom in the 3rd spot, and a little group of 3 along with them as we make our way past the half-mile mark. And Carlisle very happy to be the pursuer. And there's Wickstrom continuing to close the gap. Leader Gabriel Heislop out of Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. We see a lot of them during track season as well. On the track, runs everything from the 200 to the 15, also long jumps. He was the champion in the Region 4 meet. Wickstrom now has caught 2nd place runner Carlisle. As we head on to the shells. This part of the course is known as the Shell Bridge, even though there is no actual bridge, but it's the bridging the gap between the grass portion of the course. And again, this is among the best running surfaces so far. Carlisle looking as Wickstrom comes around him. Carlisle out of Noblesville, Indiana, the Northside Saints. Taking a look at the rest of the field as they make the turn onto the shells. So that's just short of the 3/4 mile mark. Our leaders will be on the shells until they make that abrupt turn onto one of the connecting paths. And that's where they'll get through the mud, and then they'll get that little downhill run to the finish chute. So we're about 2 minutes away, maybe less than that, from a winner. And there's Wickstrom, and he's taken the lead. And again, there's the most treacherous part of the course. Now, this trail itself will not be used again today. This is only the 2K. It may look a little chewed up, but it's not going to have any more traffic after this. Now a surge by Carlisle. Carlisle, one of 4 Carlisles, currently active with the Northside Saints. We are past the mile point, and look at this push by Carlisle. Austin Carlisle. Big surge onto the straightaway. Can he keep this up? You noticed early on he was kind of hanging behind Hislop. Austin, the Region 7 champion. And here he is in the chute. And he is not going to let this go. Big kick. Austin Carlisle, Noblesville, Indiana. 7:17, wow, 20 seconds faster than last year. Hislop is second. Get his mark here in a second. 7:24, and Wickstrom third, 7:25. And now a big dash to the finish. That's David Quintana, who just edges out Nathan Fratale. 7:34.5, 7:35.3. Cade Lovell is sixth from Coyote Valley. That's a 7:35.4, just behind Fratale. Thomas Yawn, 7:36.1 is seventh. Noah Johnson from the Shockwaves, eighth, 7:37.7. Reese Torres, Fisher's Fire, is ninth, 7:38.6. Braden Magdalena, Cougar Track Club, rounds out the top 10. Now we'll start watching for team scoring. Nothing's populated those numbers yet. Mount Pleasant and Pacific Coast most likely having full teams here, and right now it looks like Mount Pleasant is the first to have 5 across the line. Valley United's going to be in the mix as well. Fisher's Fire and Pacific Coast, so we'll wait as all these individual places get converted to team points. Remember, you can finish individually in one position and team scoring in another, so the computer has to chew on all that. But it looks like it's going to be pretty close with Valley United, Fisher's Fire, and Mount Pleasant. Top finisher for Valley United, Eric Metcalf and Aiden Marquez came in together, 22nd and 23rd. Fisher's Fire was Reese Torres, our 9th place finisher. And this is close. Looks like Fisher's Fire, Valley United, and Mount Pleasant all within 4 points of each other. Still calculating, though. And as you notice, when you look at those live results of team scoring, it can vary. But that's still how it stands. Ooh, Now it's 5 points separating the three. And we started with 255 runners. And we have 223 across the line. There's your top three. Austin Carlisle from Indiana, 7:17 and 7. Gabriel Hislop. From Mount Pleasant, second, and Wickstrom running as an individual out of New York City, third. And again, Austin Carlisle did a great job of kind of hiding behind Hislop early on, and then when he made his move after the 1 mile mark, it was bold, and nobody could match that. All right, team scoring now. It's Fisher's Fire, 5 points better than Valley United and Mount Pleasant. And of course, we'll wait to give you that, what we believe is the final team points after we get our last individual across the line. So we'll keep an eye on these team scores. And we're going to hear from our race winner in a moment, Austin Carlisle, part of the Runham Carlisle family out of Noblesville, Indiana. Just about done with all our runners across the line. And now let's take you down to our Kevin Ullman, standing by with our race winner.
Bob, I'm here with the winner, Austin from Indiana, the boys race here. And Austin, so you drove down here, right, with some family? How many of them are racing today?
3 others.
And you started off the day by getting the win, or wait, was there anybody in the last race? From your family? Or did you race first today?
I raced first.
Well, I think you did everyone proud. Who else are you excited to watch in which races are your siblings in?
My sister and my brother in the 3Ks. My sister's 9 and 10. My other's 11 and 12. And then the other one, he's 14, so he's in the 13, 14, 4K.
Cool. What do you think of all this? It's got the big video board and got cameras everywhere. It's pretty cool.
I feel just like proud of myself because, well, it took a lot of effort to win.
Yeah. Well, you did a great job. Congrats on the win.
Thanks.
And go root on your brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Thanks, Austin. Bob?
All right, Austin Carlisle, the Carlisle family. The big drive from Indiana to Florida as we finish up our field. In the 8 and under boys, it looks like our final team points. Fisher's Fire does take it, finishing 2nd, 15th, 17th, 21st, and 39th. There's your top three individuals, Carlisle, Hislop, and Wickstrom. And Hislop, top team point scorer for Mount Pleasant, will finish second with 98 points. Mount Pleasant, 1st, 19th, 23rd, 24th, and 31st. And Valley United just a point behind them, 99 with 9th, 10th, 18th, 29th, and 33rd. So Austin Carlisle gets the family off to a great start, running for the Northside Saints of Noblesville, Indiana. Fisher's Fire, your team winner, 7 and 8-year-old boys. Coming up, top of the hour, 9 and 10-year-old girls. Hashtag JOXC from Tallahassee, Florida. This is USATF TV.